1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a relatively short video. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll try and adjust the levels later. Some of what I'm going to show you might be very blurry. I'll try and run some post effects for it. And hopefully lower the volume a little bit if it's abrasive. So Sounds Retro, it's a new thing we've been working on, Peter and myself, for the last couple of years. We've got about 30 projects on the go at the moment that we're in testing. Some that are closer now, or mostly tested, but need nice cases and stuff. This is something I've been working on for a while. It's a tube microphone preamp. It does phantom, it does normal, and it's got a balanced output. It's got two XLRs plus a TRS connection. But yeah, that's just a little Raytheon Jan 6418 tube in there with a buffer stage, transistor buffer stage afterwards to give it a bit of a boost, and the balance gives it a bit of a boost as well. I'll demo that in a bit. This is something I've been working on a little bit longer, which is it's off on. It's a microphone, an instrument preamp, guitar and acoustic guitar and stuff. Again, Jan 6418 valve. I do need to rebox this and fix some of the circuitry. It's pretty close, but it's what it looks like. I've even done some decal, if you can see that in the picture. It's just, very basic. I will be getting an airbrush kit next couple of weeks and start spray painting these boxes. I'm thinking maybe even going full wrap plastic like this, which I've 3D printed, designed and 3D printed. With RF conductive paint sprayed over on the inside, which should help some of the EMI interference from getting into the circuit, into your audio equipment. This is basically a Rebote 2.5 by tone pad, which they made my own board for. Basically copied the circuit. I will be adding some extra bits like same gain output with the foot switch, so you can select either the true bypass or a bypass with no effects with a flick of a switch at the same gain as the rest of the circuit. I'll demo it in a second as well. Another little basic lifesaver. Worked on this a while ago. I just put a power point on it, a DC socket on it, and a capacitor to clean it up a little bit. Came out really nice. Noise gate. So basically, it just sets the threshold for when the guitar starts playing. So you got a bit of noise on the guitar, you can stop the signal coming through and just have the guitar signal. Basically that's all it is. So what I'll do first, you can have a listen to the guitar. It's just an Epiphone Les Paul with Seymour Duncan 59s and Daryl Dimebag. Let's zoom out a little bit so you can see this. Ableton's freezing up. It's really doing for plug-in searches or something. But yeah, hopefully it's still recording in the background. But this is what the guitar sounds like, just with a... Sorry, Ableton is still freezing up a little bit. I'll continue as if it's working. Hopefully it's working. I don't want to record all that again. So what we'll do, first off, I'll try the instrument preamp. Hope that plug in is the right hole. Instrument preamp. I'll move over a little bit. Input. Output. Sorry, I should have probably prepared a little bit better. So this is a tube preamp, instrument preamp. It's got bass and treble control on it. I'll turn down the bass so you can hear it. Treble as well, turn the all the way down. I mean, that sounds better than just straight into the interface already, I can hear that. And then it's got treble volume control. Anyway, that's basically it. It's just a little tube preamp that I've been designing for a few years. I started working on these maybe 15 years ago. Had a long break from electronics. Got into it the last 3-4 years. But myself and Peter are designing, or I'm mainly designing, but Peter helps me with stuff that I run into problems. He's more knowledgeable than me, so. But I mean, that sounds brilliant. So I'll just turn that off, because I don't think I have enough cables to have everything running. We'll go to a noise gate, which is output there. Do a 9 volt. So again, this is just, you know, all it does is you set a threshold for where it, so I'll do it all the way at the threshold at the minimum. It should just play. But if I set the threshold a little bit higher, until that signal, there it goes, you have to play a little bit louder. And that should eliminate all the noise that should come out. Like, this is a clean guitar. My guitars are relatively well maintained. I use copper tape and ground everything properly. But you can set the decay time as well. So can you hear it? It's sloping off. So it should pick up, like when you're playing, you all know what a noise gate is. For you who don't, it's just a way of eliminating having noise in live environments or in the studio. So right now there's no guitar signal coming through. The little transistors switch it off because there's not enough noise coming through. And you can choose how long that decay is. So right now I've cranked it up a little bit higher, so we'll keep going down, and there it goes. And that's all it is. So we'll move on to the next bit, which is the delay. Okay. Input. And all that's got it on this is 3 knobs and a switch, foot switch. Basically, all it does is you set the amount of repeats, the level of repeats, and the distance between the repeats. So I can, right now, there's only like 1 repeat afterwards. Put it all the way up, and it's, you can hear them. I'll make them a bit longer in between. That's one of the The ideal situation is that some of this stuff will be mounted in either individual cases like they are now, or in a larger rack-mounted unit with like a channel strip basically. So So that's those three things. Now I'll plug the microphone into the tube preamp. Just disconnect all this stuff. Oh, put it away. And that runs on 24 volt as well. So as opposed to normal guitar pedals that run on 9 volt, the tube stuff, I've got it set up to run at 24 volt, and then I adjust the voltages as I need to. The phantom section of this mic preamp had to go up to 48 volt, which I used a little chip to boost up the voltage. I only needed a little bit of voltage to run a microphone, so see what goes there. Post-production, once I've done the video. So now we have the microphone preamp. As you can hear, it sounds a bit different than directly into the audio interface. I can sing if you like, because I'm not very good at it, but your feet in the air and your head on the ground. Try this trick and spin it. Your head will collapse, there's nothing in it. And you ask yourself, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Way out in the water, see it swimming. That's that. What I'll do is I'll quickly turn it off. And just as a quick demo. Testing, test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really not a bad sound, it's just, so I've got 48 volt running into this mic at the moment, then running from a tube circuit and a transistor buffer stage. There's a little bit of hiss, which I kind of hope maybe I'll be able to get rid of, but it's inherent in these tubes, but I won't sing with this one, I won't hurt your ears anymore. So I'll quickly plug in the other mic, which you heard earlier in the video. And here we go, a completely different sound. What I've noticed, the phase of a waveform, but when you record it with this tube preamp is different for every mic. Some will shift it down into a negative region, some will shift it up into the positive region, and then there's cheap mics like this little Behringer that will sit right in the middle. It's really interesting, and I will be doing a proper video at some stage. As you can hear, there's a bit of ringing from the tubes. I've got to get some padding for the box. Um, it does have a volume stepped attenuator. Where have I got one? I'm using one of these to control the volume, but it's very sensitive to RF. I have to paint the case with conductive paint when I get some. Hopefully that gets rid of it, plus a little bit further distance away from the circuit board. It's literally just sitting almost on top of the circuit board, and as you turn the knob down, I'll show you, you start getting this RF interference. Goes away as soon as you probably get about a quarter up. Yeah, this is the microphone tube preamp. You heard the guitar preamp. That's my little demo of current projects. If you like watching these videos or you want to see what kind of weird shit I come up with, subscribe, like the video, and I will have another installment as I test more boards. I recently had 26 boards cut in China. I've got to build them, design 3D printed cases for them, or metal cases. Like if it's pedal, I've got heaps of these little boxes that I ordered from AliExpress ages ago. If they can fit in these, I'll go in these. If not, if a larger circuit, they will go into a 3D printed enclosure. But yeah, until next time, have a great day, guys. Bye.